Oh. First flub of the day when it comes to your boy trying to do his stupid production here. One second, please. All right, everybody. Let's try to get some music going because let's face it, this ain't it at
What's
all.
going on over there, man?
I did that on purpose. It's like there's nothing to applause right now, so let's keep the five on it because we're all gonna need to roll a little something after last night's debacle. Um, so yeah, welcome to another episode of Commanders, episode 394.
394 trips around the Commanders.
393 too many sometimes. The man to my right, your left, as you look at the screen, is mellow and content and accepting Dev. I am angry, pissed off, and depressed Phil, and Steve is not with us today.
That's to rub it even further. The Knicks are beating the Wizards.
Steve, well, that's not surprising.
Now they play pretty good.
Out today, we're going to say this right at the top. Shout out to Jaron Lim, Steve's oldest son. Today is his birthday. That's where Steve is. He's celebrating
birthday to you.
So he gets happy birthday. You know what? He'll get an applause too.
Steve would have did the congratulations on that.
Well, you see, Steve has a different soundboard than I do.
How come I have a soundboard?
Well, I don't know.
I want a soundboard. That's not fair. This is gonna be farts on it.
Yeah, the problem is I don't even have one of those sounds. And
I have a fart soundboard on my phone.
Well, we might have to find a way to implement that into the podcast here
does.
later. So, if you have been under a rock for the past 24 hours, not even that, the Commanders got their asses handed to them last night and the Seahawks, which I predicted we would lose by 17. And
damn, what did I predict?
I think you predicted something similar too. Steve has all the predictions written down.
Damn.
But anyway, we lost 38-14, and we've lost Jayden Daniels for at least 3 to 6 weeks.
Yeah.
With a gruesome dislocated elbow.
Dislocated elbow is usually only like 3 to 4 weeks, though. By the way, they said he didn't tear anything or didn't break any muscles, didn't break any bones or anything. It's a clean dislocation. So I mean, it doesn't mean we're going to play him. I seen the press conference today. It looked like he was saying there's no guarantee that even if he came back healthy, that we will play him.
I don't like that.
It was at a loss.
I don't like that because you talk about, well, let's get the young guys in there and see what they can do.
He is the young guy. He is one of the young guys.
James one of the young guys. Not only that, but if James your best quarterback, the best way you're going to see what these young guys can do is if they're playing around better talent to see if they can elevate to that next level themselves.
And what do you tell guys like that are still under contract for the next 2 years or so, like Tunsil, or like Luvu, like anyone that's a veteran and going to be here for at least another year or two, they still have to play. What do you tell? Do you shut down McLaurin also? I'm assuming so, right? You would shut down McLaurin as well as him.
It's a good question. I mean, how much bubble wrap do we have to break out on all these guys? Because, oh my God, protect your assets. Let me tell you something right now.
Oh,
All right.
Run.
And let me shut this music off because now we gotta get a little serious here. I'm gonna say this right off the top. This idea of you have to just constantly bubble wrap the assets and protect the assets no matter what. That's what you have an offensive line for. Is to protect the asset.
Yeah.
You can put money in your You can put money in your mattress.
Do you start sitting offensive lineman? Do you start seeing Tunsil?
You can put money in your mattress and you're saving money. But your money's not in a savings account earning interest and growing, just sitting in your mattress. Eventually, you got to put that nonsense into a bank or you got to invest it in something. You got to do something with it. At what point should Jayden Daniels been sat last night? When we were down 7? When we were down 14? When we were down 21? When we were down 28? At what point do you pull that trigger? And everybody's going to have a different answer to that. So no one's got the answer to this. And I'm someone who believes if you can go, you can go, right? Like, granted, you want to get some of these other guys playing time for you know, because you want to see. But at the same time, basketball game, you take guys off the court, you always leave a veteran in there. You always leave one starter in there, at least for a while, just so you have a starter to help maneuver the offense around.
So what side?
Defense.
So what side are you on? You're the side that you would have took Jayden out last night.
I don't think it would have made a difference. If we had I don't think it helps any of the guys on this team to take Jayden out last night. You know, if we decide, okay, we're going to let Burks just run the rest of the game at wide receiver, let's see what he can do, and we're going to put in our backup quarterback. Well, you know, you could have seen that in practice. Let's see how he gels with the starter, with the franchise.
I think that was going to be his last drive. On top of that, man,
it was. He literally got hurt at the end of his last drive.
It's okay. I'm glad it wasn't his throwing arm. As somebody who's dislocated stuff, like he'll be okay. It'll be a little arthritic after a while and bother you here and there, but you wear a brace on it. It's your non-throwing arm.
It's all right.
He'll be okay, man.
It's all right. Just guys, realize you're gonna have that if some parts of this fan base have their way, you've got 3 more years of Jayden Daniels at the most. I'll explain why. Literally saw a conversation going on today on X, and it's no longer called Twitter. That if we finish in the top 5, we should draft another quarterback.
Right?
Yeah, that was a conversation being had. That if we finish so bad this year that we draft in the top 5, we should draft another quarterback.
I'm trying to see what Twitter you be on.
Y'all must be on like this sunny side of the street Twitter. All I see is a bunch of people with really bad opinions.
Oh my God.
Because I literally saw that it was a thread. And people weren't saying, it wasn't like one guy said and everyone said, you're a bum, get off Twitter, you're stupid, you're retarded. No, it was none of that. None of that. Like, this was a conversation being had. Rats are jumping off the ship. And if you're already ready to give up on Jayden Daniels and go draft another quarterback in the top 5, you're a rat.
So I got a question for you. So, are we sellers now at this point? And if so,
season's over.
Well, numerically it's not, but yeah. But that's all right. So, do you want to try to keep winning though these games, or are you on the point of I would rather get this top 5 pick than a 15 pick?
All right, Dev. Let's really ask this question. Let's ask this
question. A running back and a receiver and a coverage linebacker.
Let me answer your question with a question.
What's up, Timmy?
With this question, and I'll get to the comments in a second. I do it a little differently than Steve, but Dev's going to hit the comments anyway. Let me answer your question with a question, Dev.
Yeah.
if we go out there and try to win these games, are we actually winning 90% of them? As the way this team is right now?
I mean, that's my point. Like so I don't know if they've told Terry he's out for the year or not, but let's say Terry comes back and Brown's scheduled to come back in like 2 weeks.
Brown ain't shit anyway. Noah Brown, I didn't want him back in the first place.
Jackson dude is supposed to come out on the edge. We'll see what everybody does. And let's say some bullshit happens and we win like 6. They're not really unwinnable games coming up. Do we play the Eagles in the next couple weeks?
We play the Eagles the 2 of the last 3 games of the year.
Yeah, so for right now, the next 4 or 5 games are winnable, man. Honestly, if you're healthy.
The only one, no, it's not. We're gonna get stomped by the Broncos.
We're gonna get stomped by the Lions too. Yeah,
the Dolphins, we may beat.
So again, are you saying that we need to? Are you saying that we need to win the lottery bowl?
We may beat the Dolphins, but for some reason, I feel like we're gonna go over there and like
the Panthers.
I don't know. Laramie Tunsil's gonna, slip on a street taco and land on a sombrero wrong or something, and he's gonna be out for 6 games. Because that's just our luck. I know they don't wear sombreros.
Tomorrow, Mariota gets scurvy. Mariota will get scurvy tomorrow, man, or consumption.
Yeah. Deebo Samuel's gonna come down with scurvy.
Yeah, something shit's gonna happen. But so you're on a ship of just playing for the top 5 pick then.
I'm on a ship of you put your best 53 out there and find out what happens.
What if wins?
If you don't, you don't.
What if wins happen and you get like the 15 picks, still not make the playoffs?
Yeah, but after this start, this is where hold on. This is for the vibes, people. I got something for the vibes, people. By the way, if you believe in things like momentum, things like that, if you start at season 3 and 6 and you can roll out some wins to finish the season and better performances, you build momentum going into the next season. If you believe in that,
we built last year do it though.
We had momentum all year last year.
Right, that's what I'm trying to say.
This
year with momentum last year. What happened?
If you're someone, what you understand is that we actually our momentum was in the middle of the year, really, and then in the playoffs. But
didn't carry over.
If you believe in such things now you can look at this team and be like, all right, we're finally things are finally starting to gel a little bit. Maybe we don't have to completely overhaul the team. But you don't know that until you play all the games. I feel like this is a little bit of a giving up too soon situation. Just say, tank it. Treylon Burks, your wide receiver number 1. Have at it. By the way, where was the 17 catches for 254 yards and 4 touchdowns he should have gotten last night the way he was getting hyped on Twitter? None.
May as well have it though.
Oh my God! Here's another take I saw. Chris Rodriguez should be our starting running back because he can get 2 yards a carry. He's really great at running into a pile and getting just past the line of game. RB1 step.
I don't think it matters who starts running back at this point.
I think Jerry McNichols is better off as a starting running back than anybody else right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's an argument for any of the 3. They're all equally about the same to me. There's no one. There's not anyone that stands out other than the Krusky merits. His quickness and his lateral movement stands out. But if it's only going for no yards, then thank you, my wife.
This idea that we need to just always protect assets. He's your asset. Protect him. Assets need to be developed. Holding money in a mattress does not mean your money grows interest. It doesn't grow. It doesn't develop. If you're just
what do you think is also I know we haven't. I don't know if you're going to bring up the points of talk today, but we also lost Lattimore for the season with ACL tear and possibly even McCaffrey to a broken clavicle, I guess.
Yeah, McCaffrey's gonna be gone. Collarbones are 8 weeks minimum.
So
it's so hard to come back from
that's two
broken
guys that were
collarbone.
playing starting minutes, and then I think that Amos got hurt, either a hamstring or some shit.
Trey Amos is hurt. Here's the thing. Here's what's funny. All right, Marcus Edelin, our boy, Sports
Tunzel's hurt
on
also.
Facebook, hardest working man on Facebook. It's Marcus Edelin says we need to play our younger players to see what they can do. We're already doing that, Marcus, because everybody's hurt.
Yeah,
we're already playing all the younger players.
That's true. Only person let's try to get spin this to a positive. What young players are you either excited or have been excited to have seen so far? I think that one that I'm not excited about is Lane, but I'm trying to stay positive. He's disappointing so far with his brick ass fingers for return and catches, dog. And they made a point on one scramble before halftime. He was wide open for probably a touchdown, but he would have dropped it anyways.
I don't think Jayden trusts him.
Right.
I really should play. Ryan Elias, super fan of the podcast, sent a message last night.
You can't say Ryan Elias without saying Ryan Elias, who's also married to Dallas.
Ryan Elias, married to a Cowboys fan, sent a message. In fact, I'm going to see if I can make this. Tell me if this comes across. I am going to do a little. I'm going to do a little bit of a ghetto audio here, but I'm going to play what he sent us in a group chat because it was absolutely. This is right after Jalen Lane fumbles the kickoff return, which led to another Seattle score. This is what we get from Ryan Elias.
No fucking weeks. Jalen, I can't even speak, bro. Jalen Lane, get the fuck out of here, you bitch ass fuck boy. Go back to Virginia Tech and get a fucking scholarship, bro, or a fucking education. You suck. Fuck.
You might not was supposed to play that, right?
He'll appreciate it.
Oh, that was a full down. That was almost a Rodney-esque meltdown there. That was almost
one of the greatest moments in the history of Twitter is that Giants game where who was our kicker? Was it Dustin Hopkins or Joey Sly or somebody missed the kick? But the Giants committed a penalty, then he makes the kick, and you get both of Rod's reactions.
Oh yeah. Rodney it was the funniest though when he melted down and became a Raiders fan. That had to be one of the all-time ultimate.
Oh my God, Rodney quitting this. And here's the thing, I feel him. I want to quit this team after every loss like this. Like I'm just like, what am I doing?
He's still having them with the Raiders too.
I'm wasting 3 to 4 hours of my free time where I'm not working. I could be doing something else. And here I am watching this.
How does Rodney feel knowing that we beat his team with this piece of shit squad?
Someone brought that up to him, and he artfully ignored the question.
I'm gonna text him, man. I usually text him during the Knicks games. He didn't hit me yet. He also has meltdowns on those too. It's hilarious.
I haven't meltdowns on Knicks games. Knicks have been good.
Shit, we lost 3 straight in a row to yesterday's game. We beat the Bulls after they whooped our ass 2 days before that. We played them back to back. They beat us by 15 points. We beat them by 20. We're winning this game so far. It's close though.
So let me go through your little C White. I'm gonna go through the comments. Here says, "How's it going, guys?" First thing I want to say is prayers for Jayden Daniels. And fingers crossed Marcus makes it out of that Lions game because injuries have been a killer this season. Well, I mean, if he doesn't, you can see Josh Johnson and Sam Hartman. Yeah.
Man. Trade for Shador.
But question for you guys, why is Joe Witt moving down to the field now? This could have been done early in the season because it's helped defense this year when teams do it.
Man, they didn't move him to.
I don't know what the statistics.
They didn't move him to the unemployment line. They didn't move him to the snap picket line, bro. That's where.
Honestly, Joe Witt is probably a great position coach. I just don't think he's cut to be a.
Joe Witt's probably a great person and a good coach. It's just he's not a. I don't want him coordinating. I don't want him calling plays. and all this stuff no more, dog. It's done. I'm done with the experiment. It's at some point I'm gonna start blaming the head coach if it's not him, dog. If it's like this after leaves, I'm gonna hope that they just hire, Cliff as a head coach, get a, or something that's the shake, dog. Because
Marcus Elam says that it's lucky that it wasn't that Jayden's injury wasn't to his throwing album. Sure.
Yeah.
Tia is in here. Says, "What's up, fellas in chat?" Apparently, Jacoby Brissett is balling against the Cowboys. I like Jacoby Brissett. I wanted him here in 2021 and 22.
I didn't.
I did. GM and coaches, OC gone. It's up to me. Phil wants to fire everybody. Year and a half in, we got an NFC Championship appearance. Fire everybody.
Blame Canada. It's like South Park.
This is the Snyder. This is PTSD, post-traumatic Snyder disorder, rearing its ugly head.
Look, man, I've been saying
give up already. They want to give up.
I've been giving Witt the whole. I told you I was giving Witt this year, dog. He ain't cutting it, bro. There's got to be a shake.
Firing everybody, firing the entire coaching staff, GM, everything.
Man, if you think the head coach is the one doing the calls on defense, I'm assuming it's the defensive coordinator, but maybe we're wrong. Maybe it is the head coach.
No, it is defensive coordinator. Quinn just does not do the thing where he does not overrule his coaches.
Man, if you want to save this coach's job, you might want to start because it's pretty.
Here's some things I've noticed before we start moving into.
That's no pass rush, by the way, so it's not anything you can really do.
I want every fan of an opposing team to shut the fuck up with your prayers and condolences for Jayden Daniels. All right. I know it's performative. I know it's for the timeline. I know you were at home laughing your ass off because I know y'all, especially Eagles fans, are a bunch of sick fucks. All right. Shut up. Just shut up. Let us deal with our problems when our guy gets hurt. I don't need your fake condolences or just to look like that you're, in the end, we're all just fans. No, we're not. You're a bunch of shitheads, a bunch of crackheads. I've been to Kensington. I know that neighborhood. Philly sucks. Fuck you. I don't want to hear any words out of that. I'm not sending out prayers and condolences if Jalen Hurts gets hurt. I'm sorry. I'm not.
And you never once paid for drugs. Not even once.
No, I just think these people are just, it's performative because they will say the most vile shit all year and then try to drop that. Like, it's like that. So they get to the pearly gates go, remember that one time I said something nice when Jayden Daniels got hurt? Just because they're hoping that God will be like, yeah, let him in, St. Peter.
That's St. Peter.
The fact that the Eagles have had this run of success is proof that the devil is beating God right now.
Nah, it's all good.
Now,
this season's a wash, bro. I'd rather know about it right now than know about it week 12.
I got a whole list of dumb things that have happened in the last 24 hours. All right. So, next thing. Nikki Javala points out, since the start of the regular season, 17 Commanders players have suffered injuries that have or will cost them time. Of those players, 13 were starters at the time of their injuries. So far, the team's total missed games to injuries is 59 and counting. My question is, Nikki, do they all suffer injuries to their vibes? Because you're the one who started this vibe nonsense. I'm hearing this a lot. Someone even says, I'm never going to apologize to Terry. Dude messed the chemistry up. Like, you really believe in this vibe nonsense, don't you? Let me tell you something. Vibes didn't break Luke's collarbone. Vibes didn't injure Terry's quad. Vibes did not dislocate Jayden's elbow. Vibes did not shred Eckler's Achilles or knee, whatever it was. I can't remember. All right. Vibes didn't do these things. If you have ever been injured by vibes or you couldn't do your job because of vibes, I just can't do it. I can't. I'm supposed to operate this forklift, but the vibes are off. I want you to go apply for disability right now. Get out of the workforce. Whether you're a football player, whether you're working the loading docks down at some shipyard, whether you are an HR person, whatever it is, if you walk in and go, oh, the vibes are off. I just can't do my job today.
Yeah, that's what VR time is for. PTO.
You get that, but literally, if it's like, oh, my vibes are off.
I get it. That's the
Fuck
young
off.
People. That's the young people shit.
Vibes are off. It just like because it's such a cop-out excuse, right? It's like we can't come up with. We don't know what's wrong, so we're just gonna say, "Well, the vibes are off."
Is that what the coach said?
No, that's what people on all over the timeline, and they're blaming Terry McLaurin for this entire season going wrong. Still, Terry McLaurin, when he's in there, suddenly things happen.
What's that new energy drink called? Celsius? What's it called? Everybody drink
Celsius.
Yeah, it says it's activates.
Sparkling water.
What the fuck does that even mean? I get what you're saying. It's like that. Like, what the fuck does that even mean, man? It activates. What the fuck is it activating?
PMT, part of my take, says, guys, I think maybe rooting for a football team is just not for me. I told him to fucking leave. And it's just like, not only that. Here's the worst part. When on top of the Commanders sucking, I got to put up with the fact that yesterday was the first day of what is the worst time of year. And that's the time of year when it's dark at 4:30 in the afternoon. 4:30. Yeah, sun sets at 5 o'clock. It'll soon be 4:30. All right. So I got to deal with seasonal depression, which I am not going to let affect me this year. I got to deal with Commander's depression, which I'm just turning into hate-fueled anger at this point. Because I'm not going to sit here and mope. I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey guys, welcome to another episode of Command This. My vibes are off. I'm not doing that. No. Piss and vinegar time. Somebody's got to get mad.
Shit, Marcus, we handed the ball off under center a few times. It didn't get nowhere.
I don't think where you position the quarterback really matters if the execution is crap.
I think a lot of times on those runs,
Mark says we need to be under center a little more on offense. Maybe just to throw defenses off, changing up the formations more. I get that. But in terms of the execution, I don't think it's going to make a damn bit of difference.
I feel like he's under center. I feel like he's under center more this game than I've seen him. But nonetheless, it's not going to help if you have no weapons to the outside because they were just putting 9 in a box. Like they were like just saying, y'all not going to have time to throw that ball over our heads, man. They were just literally sitting in the zone at the sticks and rushing everyone. They were or putting everybody in the box so you couldn't run. That's basically what we're doing. I think Krusky Merritt's issue isn't so much his skills. I know we're not back on running backs again, but I think that he outruns his blockage. I think that there's a couple of times that I know Phil likes the plays where we are motioning guys in motion or are pulling guards and tackles. There was a couple of plays we pulled linemen and he ran in front of the pools. He
doesn't have patience.
Right. And that's stuff that you get with experience. This guy didn't play an ounce of football for a year in college or maybe 2 years, I think, or something like that.
No, you're absolutely right.
So I think that that's a guy that I want to see a lot more snaps from. Start giving the ball like 20 times a game, man. What do you have to lose? The only thing you can do now is win a fucking higher draft pick.
You know what the worst part is that honestly, in terms of being quick to make decisions, quick to pull the ball down, got the ball firing out of his arm, like a rocket. Jayden, in terms of the pure physical and mental parts of the game, this was the best he's looked all year. I noted that earlier. I was like,
I don't know. I felt like there was nothing out there to throw to.
There was just nothing to throw to, but he was pulling it down faster. He was making that decision. Remember our criticism early was he's hesitating too much.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see him come back in the 2 to 4 or whatever many fucking weeks. I want to see him come back, honestly. But if the season's a wash mathematically, though, maybe not. It just depends on who else is not healthy. If the receivers are healthy when he's healthy, then fine. But if everybody's still banged up and we're playing with 3, 4, 5 starters out on both sides of the ball, then I don't want to see him.
All right. So
who do you think we need to get rid of? Like between now and when's the trade deadline? Thursday or some shit like that? What do you think? Huh?
I think we have a week and a half.
So who do you think is on our team that you could think? I think Ertz could be
Andrew Wiley.
Andrew Wiley could be one. Coleman could be one. Hell, 2 running backs back here would probably be one. Rodriguez or your boy.
I don't know.
They could. I mean,
I don't know who you're gonna get value for.
Man, we can take 6th, 7th round picks. If somebody offered you a 6 or a 7 for Wagner, would you do it?
Dev, here's my question. We are so injury riddled. Who are you getting rid of?
The old guys that you pull some on the practice squad to fill up the backup, and then put the backup in the starter. Like you would start McGee, get rid of Wagner, and then whoever's on the bench that's on practice squad, bring him up to take McGee's spot. That's how you would do it. I'm just saying, like if somebody offered you a 6 right now or a 7 for Wagner, would you do it?
Maybe.
Right. So that's 1 down. And what about Ertz? 6th or 7th? Would you take it? Right. Somebody offered you a 4th or 3rd for Payne right now. Would you do it?
That I would.
Right. That's about like Phillips for Miami. They got 3rd for Phillips. I would have done that. I would have gave Miami a 3rd for Phillips, dog. So I mean, he's probably as valuable as Phillips is. Probably more valuable because he rushes the quarterback more often. So yeah, Payne will be one of them. Maybe is what's the name on the what's the big thing we just got from the big tackle, defensive tackle?
In-law?
Yeah, is he a free agent next year?
No, he's on a 3-year contract.
All right, so keep him.
Wiley and Allegretti, I think, are the 2 that I've seen as trade, offensive linemen. Basically, the big trade dates.
You could probably, yeah.
Because that's the only position we have any depth at right now is offensive line. That's the crazy part. We did not have that last year. So, Tia, all long-time fans, I'm just going to take the games as they come. No expectations. She wants to keep Chris.
What about Debo?
Debo, he's going to have a void year next year. Phil Bullock says this organization
this is really right.
Quarterback has potential to be great. Well, if you never played a guy because you're afraid he's going to get hurt, what's the point?
I thought Debo was a free agent next year.
No, next year is a year it's like a void year. It's a weird deal with his contract. Steve explained it the other day, and I have a hard time understanding what it is. But I think we can void his contract next year. Marcus Elan says keep Coleman. Tia says Anthony Lynn can go, probably.
Yeah, basically.
Phil Bullock says before we go Debo, why don't we give up a 3rd round for Pickens?
Hindsight's 2020.
Because Pickens, you understand, Pickens had gotten this huge reputation as being absolute locker room cancer. Like the kind of headache that was not worth it.
And he was a headache. He was a headache for the Cowboys for about the first 2 weeks too, until CD got hurt and he took over number 1 job.
Pickens only cares if he's getting the ball. If Pickens is not getting the ball, he is a piece of shit. He is a human being.
I wouldn't say that. He just wants the ball. All receivers are like that, though.
Yeah, but he's really a pain in the ass.
He's a diva.
Everything I saw in Pittsburgh. Phil Bullock says our GM's too soft. Okay. I mean, Phil Bullock's just talking. Anyway, overreaction Monday. Dev, go.
There is no everything is okay will be the overreaction. I mean, I don't know. Like, what's the overreaction here? Oh, we're just fine and dandy. Everything is fine. This is part of the process. That's the overreaction, bro.
All right, my overreaction is the team should pack up, move to San Diego, so I don't have to ever. And the NFL should never give DC a franchise again, so I don't have to deal with this on a yearly basis.
Hey man, just because they moved to San Diego, I'd still be a fan. They're not.
I'm not. I'm not. No, no.
That would be because if they moved out of DC, if they moved out of DC, who would you be a fan of?
I don't even know if I'd watch football.
Damn, it would take your joy of the NFL away if they moved out of DC.
Watching this team this year is taking my joy out of watching football. So, I realistically, I mean, it's just like just get rid of them, and you save me the anguish. But plus, realistically, and seeing some of the stupid stuff I'm seeing all over social media, occasionally in our comments too, it's like this. What is this? This fan base does not deserve any better than what they're getting.
I don't. Oh, you do.
Wanting to draft another quarterback if we finish in the top 5. If we
once again, this is
Phil's where we're at right now.
This is Phil's algorithm.
That everything that went wrong this season is because Terry threw off the vibes. I mean, come on.
I've seen maybe one post about Terry, but I haven't seen.
I have seen 7 just this morning.
I've seen a few jokes on the Daniels, but the internet's undefeated. It is relentless for everyone. It's fair game to get on Daniels, man. If it's funny, it's funny. If it's not, it's not.
But nonetheless,
I saw 50 Cent at the game.
I had that weird feeling where it's like, well, you know what? I would like to have a really successful team, but a bunch of people I'm surrounded by in this big old dysfunctional family, Commanders fans, really don't deserve it for saying such ignorant things as we should draft another quarterback if we finish top 5.
Again, that's Phil's algorithm. He's on the one. see these crazy shits. But
I wake up.
You got the screenshot on. Bring him on the show one day.
I wake up. Usually, I'm scrolling as I'm kind of scrolling as I'm like getting my stuff together for the gym, whatever. Before I go to the gym,
that needs to be a whole segment. I see. That needs to be a whole segment. Phil's screenshots. You screenshot. Show us like 3 screenshots. Every podcast is shit you done seen.
I honestly thought about it this time because I was literally going to post, but it's just like it's like if it was just like okay, they said it once, but it's like I see these opinions week after week after week after week after week, the same dumb, like the vibes are off. Vibes do not take you from 12-5 to 3-6 in a year.
I didn't believe we were really a 12-5 team, though. I thought we were a good team.
Things broke our way last year in a couple of games. I mean, we're probably more of a 10-win team.
And we were excellently. We're still probably a 10-win team, healthy. And I think that the health is what got us 12 to 13 wins last year, and health is what's going to get us about 5 to 6 wins this year. And that's basically the short and skinny of it, I guess.
Marcus Elon says he's our entire family talking about JD5. Sees it too. They're calling Jayden Daniels injury prone.
He is. Who cares though? A lot of people are.
He is.
I mean, it's hard to say somebody's injury prone in 2 years in the NFL, but he's
and all the injuries have been in 1 year, really.
I know, but it's like he was injured and taken out of 2 games last year and missed 1. And then this year, I guess that he's either not finished or haven't played in half the games. I mean, if it happens 2 or 3 years, 1 more year like that, then you can kind of say maybe it's injury prone. So I guess I can see how I can see how somebody would say it seems like he's going to be injury prone, but I don't know if I slap that title on him yet. Maybe next year, if this is how this is every year, every 4 or 5 games, this dude goes down with a nagging injury or some crazy broken rib or fucking dislocated elbow or what did he have at the beginning of the year? Ankle, whatever it was, knee, twisted sprained patella, stuff like that just happens all the time to him. Then maybe he is, but I think a lot of it, Phil, is the coaches just being overprotective of him. I think he could have probably played a game or two earlier during that knee injury, and I think he probably didn't even need to miss last game. But I think that's what they wanted. So I'm not. I'm a year. Right. I'm a year or two away from calling him injury prone, man. Like Burrow is injury prone. Nobody brings that shit up in this one fucking playoff season.
I mean, you can say the thing about people say RG3 was injury prone. RG3 had a history of injury in college too. Didn't really have that with Jayden like that.
Yeah, that's the only thing. That's his kind of saving grace. He wasn't really an injury prone quarterback in college. So they also had the best of the best at every position at LSU versus most of the competition they played. So they got NFL guys on the offensive line versus guys that are selling insurance right now.
No, we could use some NFL guys on our offensive line.
Man, it's so disappointing. That's the most disappointing thing is seems to have gotten worse with Cosme. Like, they got their best lineman back outside Tunsil, sorry, their second best offensive lineman back, and they seemingly got.
Now I wonder if he rushed back.
I don't think he's the problem. I haven't looked at his grades. We haven't looked at any grades or any plays, so I'm not sure on what they did grade wise. I know that there was a couple of whiffs. I know there's a couple of whiffs in blocking, just the continuity of just conversation and getting their calls together. I guess missing some calls, but I don't know. It does seem weird, man. Like a lot of the things that were our strength last year is our weaknesses. Our pass defense was our strength last year.
Last year we protected Jayden fairly well, and we opened up these lanes and everything else, and all was good. But man, like our line couldn't block a random user on Facebook, let alone block a pass rusher.
Oh no, man!
It's just moving on. I could be here all night.
They couldn't block it. They were
stuck down.
Girl's fat friend at a party, huh?
Well, that's what you gotta have your boys for,
The duff, get the duff. But
stock up, stock down. Is there anybody who's stock up after this game?
McGee. Again, haven't really seen. I don't know. I'm just picking a name out of thin air because I haven't seen anybody complain about him. But
we're not sucking.
Tressway. I don't know. Tressway hasn't been sucky.
Hold on. Let's take a look. What did Jordan McGee do last night? 5 tackles.
That's good.
2 solo.
Yeah, he didn't start. 5 tackles, 2 solo.
2 solo.
What was
2 solo tackles.
Yeah,
what?
Okay. That's fine. How many tackles did Wagner have?
7.
How many solo?
3. That's bad too.
Yeah. But he played a lot more snaps of it.
You should have more solo than assists.
I bet he didn't have. I bet he didn't have nearly as many snaps. I bet he played like 32% of snaps or some shit.
You know, Trey Amos had a better percentage than that. He had 7 tackles, 4 solos. So
well, that's not admirable. The only way you can get tackles at corners if the ball's getting out there at the defensive backfield.
Well, yeah, we saw a lot of that.
Right. He got abused. He put that Texas two-step on him and hurt himself. Hurt his hammy. Pulled his hammy getting Texas two-step out there. Trying to dance with somebody out there, man.
Stock up. You know who I would, if he didn't get hurt, I was going to stock up on Daniels because, 72% completion percentage. He ran 10 times for 51 yards. He was much more decisive.
I think he missed.
But he got hurt.
He got missed one at halftime. That one pass to the tight end, the backup tight end, Bates was high, but it's still catchable.
Yeah,
I give him a B. I like Daniels' game though. It's just unfortunate that we've never seen him with a full clip of talent.
You know what? Stock up. Tressway.
Yeah, I said Tressway. Yeah, it's the only one you can.
4 punts, averaged 47.8 yards punt with a long 63. All 4 punts were in the 20. Yeah. He was doing his job to keep the Seahawks pinned back. Our defense just couldn't stop nothing.
Who fumbled on? Oh, yeah, it was Lane that fumbled the kickoff.
Stock down, Jalen Lane.
Oh, yeah. He's the Glock Dookie Award winner.
He drops passes. He drops punts. He drops passes. He fumbles punts. He fumbles on kick returns. The dude has... Say it, Dev.
Dicks for fingers.
Thank
you.
He has. They're limp ones at that.
Yeah. We're both thinking the same thing, oddly.
Yeah. But you're the first one saying on this pod, so I'll give you the opportunity.
Yeah, man. That's fucking a shame. But, I mean, he's a 4th-round pick. He wasn't supposed to be good anyways. And the guy we were counting on to actually play worth his pick got hurt for the year, too. So, receiving is going to be some. It's going to be crazy. I'm glad my Knicks played the same day they did. It took a little the sting off.
Well,
by the way, my Knicks are winning 91-65 against your Wiz right now, bro.
All right, so good, bad, ugly, great. Wow.
Oh no, we got to double team this one.
Good, nothing, bad.
Everything.
Our running game, ugly. Everything else, great.
The game went off.
We're 1 week closer to not having to deal with this season anymore.
Hey, who's the best football player in college this year? I don't even fucking know. Like right now with the mocks.
Pretty sure he comes from Ohio State. Whoever it is.
Nah.
Oh, let's see here.
I don't know who the best player in college football is right now, man. Whoever that guy is, that's who we need to take.
Yeah, Ohio State quarterback Curtis Rourke and Ohio State wide receiver Jeremiah Smith.
That's he can't be drafted though. He's not eligible.
No, but I'm just saying those are going to be your top players. Ruben Bain from Miami, defensive lineman.
Yeah, but Jeremiah Smith can't be drafted, so it ain't gonna matter. Not eligible.
I'm just saying, Ruben Bain
look like Keldrick Falk from Auburn.
Caleb Downs at safety from Ohio State.
The defensive end Auburn.
We need a safety. We need a safety like nobody's business.
The defensive end for Auburn, the offensive tackle from Utah, Spencer Fano. Non-quarterbacks, I ain't counting those guys. Mansour Delaney from LSU, the corner. David Bailey from Texas Tech. I would like to get him. Yeah, they got Norris Sanderson around. But what do you think that the position you would go after, though? Would you trade down?
It depends on where we're picking.
Right now, if we pick, we will be at 11. They got us take Caleb Downs, Ohio State, on Walker football.
I mean, it just depends on who is there. I mean, Arvell Reese, Cassius Howell, David Bailey. That's linebacker edge and edge right there.
I think they got us at 11, right? But we'll be picking way higher than 11 if this without a quarterback, our receiver, and our corner, and our 2 defensive ends, and probably Tunzel for a week, it looks as if and no receivers. I think they definitely were going to be picking higher than 11 too. By the way.
By the way, Ryan Elias checked in. Ryan, if you're watching, I played your audio from the group chat last night because I felt like your anger in that moment encapsulated so much of our feelings, especially in that moment. Jim Sleazy asked if we're selling. Yes, we're going to be selling at this point. If we're not, then this front office knows something we don't. And I don't think they do. They have to know what we know. In fact, as I said last week, why is it we can see things that no one in this organization can see? Or they just don't feel like they need to do anything about it. Or they feel they got to do something completely different. I don't know. So, anyway, Dev, it's your time to shine. It's time for the Glock Dookie Award. As you guys know, after every game, we give out the infamous Glock Dookie Award to the player who most best embodies shit out of a gun. So, Dev, who is this week's winner of the Glock Dookie Award?
Definitely Jayden Lane. 100% Jayden Lane, man. You're putting the ball on the ground too much. I almost went with the coach on this for not taking Jayden Daniels out, but I'm not sure if that's what I would have done. So you can't predict injuries.
You can't. And realistically, that was going to be that he got injured at the end of his last drive.
Right. My thing is that a quarterback that's already my only thing that would have made me consider it is the fact that he has been often injured this year and banged up. So that would have been my excuse to take him out. But if he was completely healthy, I wouldn't have taken him out. Because he's young and he still needs the snaps. I know it's like we have God Small G at quarterback last year, but this year is a different beast of a season with all these injuries, especially to our front line and running back, guys that are assigned to protect him. I think that Ertz is hurt also. He's been playing hurt.
He's not 100%, but
right. So I don't know if I'd have left him out there. I think he would have been good. I don't think he would have came back out in the fourth quarter, personally. But
still,
yeah,
Jayden Lane is screwing up in key moments a lot.
Lattimore could have got it too, but I don't want to give it to him because he got hurt, and he had more time to fuck up even more if he hadn't got hurt. But he had started off with 2 pass interference calls on the first drive. Then he got yoked for a touchdown from a no-name receiver twice. So it's like, man, he just.
Oh, by the way, Tyler Owens allowed the touchdown too.
Oh, yes, Tyler led the second one. Tyler Owens is terrible, bro. Quit putting him in the game. Every time he's in the game, something bad happens, bro. Quit playing that.
I don't know. I mean, the Lord knows. All I've heard all season is how Tyler Owens should be starting.
Every game he's played in, there's been a big play happening, and he's running behind him every time. He can't guard. He can't cover a red barn with red paint, or however the saying goes.
So, Jim says he doesn't know. He says our O and D line are washed. That's on AP. D line, I don't blame on AP because the D line was actually playing well until everybody started getting hurt.
Yeah,
like literally,
it was playing.
I was calling them situational guys.
I was calling them motherfuckers death row. Remember? And then the second game, Wise got hurt, and then the running defense crumbled.
Wise got hurt, and then John Baptiste got hurt.
Dorrance Armstrong got hurt. That ended your pass rush.
Edge pass rush, except for Jacob Martin. Jacob Martin, I should give him a stock up because Jacob Martin, he actually plays like he gives a damn. I'll give him that.
I think he sees this as his chance. That's what you need. That's what you should.
He is making the most of his opportunity.
Right. I think that's how you
stand up. And that actually makes me feel good for next year. But a lot of guys are hurt on the defensive line. a lot, especially at defensive end. It's hard to get that outside pass rush when you're working with guys who are third stringers and situational. Have them out there 40, 50 plays a game.
Or 50.
Just is. Speaking of 50, God, we had 50 Cent in the building last night.
Oh, yeah.
Played like that.
Man.
Anyway.
Von Miller's also one of those guys that I don't know if you could get anything from him, but he's one of those guys you could also let go for a conditional pick or some cash. Give him a shot to play for a contender before he goes out. I don't think he'll play after this year.
Probably not. Anyway, any game balls to give out?
I deserve one for watching the piece of shit game.
Yes, game ball to.
Is anybody watching the Arizona game? Are the cheerleaders there for Arizona? Because I asked my daughter, she did not text me back.
Let's see. I'm trying to see where the game is. The game is in Dallas.
Yeah, they usually don't go to away games, but every now and then, like if it's close, they'll go. So I wondered if she went to the Dallas game. Monday Night Football, I wondered if they had her. If she went. I could check her Facebook and shit.
Man, Arizona is putting it on Dallas right now. 17-7. About to go in halftime.
I texted her. She didn't hit me back.
Jacoby Brissett, 15-22, 158 yards, and a touchdown. They're not really running the ball at all out there in Arizona. It is bombs away. Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, I think their first.
Marvin Harrison Jr., 6 catches for 80 yards.
I think their top 2 running backs are out for the season, and their quarterback out. Not for the season, but they're talking about trading him.
Who, Brissett?
No, starting quarterback. The boy Cliff used to coach.
Oh, Kyler?
Yeah, the thing about trading Kyler Murray is what the reports are all over the interwebs.
Very possible. I don't know. Jacoby's a man, though. Always liked them. Game balls. Who are we giving a game ball to? Who do you give a game ball to after that? Chris Rodriguez?
Maybe. You can't give it. I mean, you can give it to one of them.
No.
Nobody's
getting a game. Tressway gets a game ball.
When
in doubt, you give a game ball to Tressway.
I'm gonna give it to Jayden Daniels, man, for wanting to stick it out with his team, take this loss.
Jayden Daniels got that warrior spirit.
I don't think I ever seen him frustrated till he scrambled at one and got tripped by a fucking ghost tackle.
Yeah, he spiked the ball.
Yeah, that's the only time I've seen him really get mad.
Because he knew he had that first down too.
We're gonna find out a lot about the Daniels, man. Because remember when, not to do comparisons, but remember when RG3's when this kind of season started happening, we got hurt. It was out, and his dad was doing talking on the internet. We're gonna see if Mitch Jackson's gonna be like Mr. Griffith the second.
Miss Jackson's like, don't be comparing my son to RG3 in any way, shape, or form.
Right. She's so we know she's loquacious enough to make the conversation. So
it's because a friend of ours posted a picture of RG3 after Jayden got hurt in the Dallas game.
Yeah.
Really
she
wasn't
the only one that showed that either. She was just the most popular person that showed it.
Well, yeah, but
she shared it with somebody else.
She did it because she was trying to symbolize lost hope. The idea of injury taking away something that that's giving you hope.
Just see RG3's response to the injury.
Nonetheless, I'm only giving a game ball Tressway. Anyway, I'm just gonna move it on. We've been doing this an hour. I can sit here all night and just yell, scream in my monitor, but I got so much of that out of my system earlier this morning. Now I'm just like, whatever. Everybody can have their terrible things. Jim Sleazy.
Oh, yeah. Good one.
Game ball to Art Monk. They didn't honor him. Commanders fans to the left before the half. You're right. You're right. And Art Monk,
double
my
embarrassing
favorite
loss.
football player of all time. one of the first names of a human being I ever knew as a small child was Art Monk. Helps that he has a very easy name for a kid to remember.
Yeah.
But Art Monk has always been to me the epitome of you go out there, you show up. If you can go, you go. And he did it for so many years. When he was no longer wide receiver one, he settled into a role as a possession receiver. Late in his career, he wasn't going to be the guy who made the star catches. He wasn't the playmaker as he got a little slower. But he became a possession guy. You needed that. It's 3rd and 6. You run that 8-yard out route, catch out of bounds.
The original slot receivers too, by the way. One of the original slot receivers.
Yeah. And Art Monk, he deserved this one. He deserved to have. Let me phrase this. He deserved to have his number retired. He did not deserve to have it happen at a game that was a shit show like last night.
That's it. That's true.
By the way, the Super Bowl uniforms, the Super Bowl area ones, I like them. Y'all got better.
We ain't won them yet,
We ain't won much of anything.
That's true.
Got to play better in those uniforms, though.
We still got 2 more primetime games in a row?
Let's see. We got 4:25 against the Lions this coming weekend. Let's look at the schedule.
We got the Spain game after that, right?
Yes, we got Lions at 4:25. Then we got the game in Spain at 9:30 in the morning. Bye week. Then we got Denver on Sunday night. We do not have a 1 o'clock afternoon game until Sunday, December 7th. And then everything after that is a 1 o'clock game, except for we have a Saturday game against the Eagles on December 20th. That the time has not been determined yet. So we'll see about that. Wizards down 20 at the end of the third to the Knicks. Unsurprising.
It's 7 minutes left in the fourth, man. We're at 105 to 88. 7:44 left in the fourth. See, check it out, Phil.
But anyway. Yeah. But I know the Wizards are going to suck. The Wizards will always suck.
Yeah. Well, I felt that way about my Knicks for a long time, so I know you feel. At least we got to see. I've got to see a Redskins Super Bowl. The Knicks haven't won since I was born, dog. So that one ever my whole entire life. You have seen
the Knicks in the NBA Finals.
I have seen them in the finals. It got swept.
I have not seen the Wizards pass the second round of the playoffs.
That's true.
Ever.
That is true.
So, such as a DC sports fan, I thought life was going to be different because the Caps and the Nats bought, world championships into the city, and I thought, okay.
Carr and George looked pretty good. Sar and George look like their corner pieces, dog. They look like you got something in those two guys, man.
They'll leave in free agency before they get everything else.
Sar needs to play power forward, though. He's too small.
He is not a center. He is too skinny to play center.
I'm hoping he could be like maybe Mitchell Robinson, how he kind of grew real big, real fast. But
yeah,
I don't think that's going to be everybody. He's starting to become more finesse. He's starting to shoot more outside everything, man. I think they get them a center, the bona fide number 1 center.
There's not a lot of those anymore. It's not a lot of just true 7-foot bangers at center.
Yeah, because you got to be able to shoot, or your liability on defense. Your liability for the opposing defense. They can hedge off of you. You can't shoot; they will hedge off of you. The only position in the NBA starting 5 that can be a non-shooter is the guy that has the ball in hand a lot, because you always have to pay attention to the guy at the ball in hand. That's why I like Giannis wins, because he's so big and strong and athletic that he don't have to shoot the jump shot because everyone else can shoot, and he's going to collapse the defense so much that everybody becomes deadly. But unless you have that element to your game, unless you can get to the damn paint every time, like Shea Gilgeous, he can't really shoot really well, but he's streaky. He'll end up hitting 2 or 3 on you. But most of his game is in the paint. And if he gets in the paint, man, it's going to be a long day because everyone else is going to be open and shoot.
Oh, SGA?
Yeah.
SGA gets all of his points at the free throw line.
Right. Yeah. Well, there's like 5 of them niggas that do it. Jayden Daniels is Jaden Brunson's like that. Free throw mongers. Harden, Doncic, LeBron, they are free throw merchants, though. They are.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
What was it? DJ Meech put out a thing really like it's just like you see how bad it is with SGA though.
Yeah, SGA is a super free throw. The reason he's a super free throw merchant is because he's like a less than average 3-point shooter. So unlike Brunson, who also is a free throw merchant, or Harden, but the thing about them is you can't really lag off of them because they will bury you. You know, a guy like Harden will bury you from the outside if you lag off him here. Yeah. They're gonna bury you, so you can't even lag off of him. But SGA, you can lag off until he gets high. Once he starts hitting that shot, though, it's over. It's going no matter where he shoots it. But you know, he's just one of those guys, man, who get in position to get fouled every time.
Yeah,
we lost a double overtime game to him.
I mean, guy's good, but yeah, it definitely free throws for days. Anyway, guys, I think it's about that time for us to wrap this up. So,
I know. Hey, by the way, Hard Knocks is NFC East the end of the year this year. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be must-see TV, bro.
For us.
It's going to be must-see TV.
It's going to suck for us.
Especially, I can foresee an issue where Daniels camp wants him to play and the team don't want him to play. Because he's not going to be out for the season, dog. Dislocated elbow is not a season ender medically. And that's going to be the Daniels camp's argument is like, how I'm medically clear to play, I want to play. And the ownerships and the team or whatever is going to be like, nah, bro, sit this one out. And that's going to be, I think that's going to end up being a contention for Towns.
I don't know, though. Him coming back is a great story right at the right time.
Yeah, but is it good for your team?
Could it be any worse?
Yeah, you could win some games and then get fucking a lower pick when you're not have no chance to make the playoffs. You could get hurt again.
We ain't winning with him in there, so what?
Yeah, I get that.
And we ain't beating the Eagles twice, at the end of the season.
But you see how they're clowning on the coach now on ESPN and all the talking about he shouldn't have played. Now imagine him come back in and getting hurt. A serious one this time, like a knee. Or ugly concussion. Or some
like
shit,
I said, though, I hate this idea of, we're losing. Pull everybody. It's like, how is the kid going to develop? He's halfway through his second season. He's not 100% to his potential.
That's true.
You know, the reps and situations and everything else is all helping him. So that's why I'm just like, y'all too quick to want to just put the kid in bubble wrap. We're only going to bring him out in situations where he's going to be okay. Well, he's never going to be in a situation where he's 100% safe. So that's just me. Anyway, we'll see you guys Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. We will be doing an episode with the guys from Talking Grit.
Yeah.
Podcast. The guys we met with last year while I was on the boat. So the guys Steve and Dev met with.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. One of my favorite podcast guests of all time.
So we will see you all Thursday, 8:35. Give or take a few minutes because, we run on that CTP time.
Now, this is what we resulted to. We're now cannon fodder for other podcasts thanks to the Commanders not winning games.
Yeah, nobody wanted to come on here and talk to us last year because, we were doing so well. You only want to talk to us. They think they're going to beat us. Now everybody wants to talk to us.
Now we're going to
figure. Anyway, y'all be good. Be smart. We will see you all in a few days to talk about this Lions game. Till then, he's Dev. I'm Phil. Steve's not here. Peace. Hail. We out.